Time out, time out, time out. Whoa, 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 wait a minute, Cal. Hold on, time out. You've been saying you drive in XL only mode, but you also telling me you drive in X mode. You're sending mixed messages, bro. What do you mean by that? This is a fair question. Today, I'm actually going to answer that question because I've been getting it a lot, okay? And so I'm gonna explain to you how I'm able to drive in both of those modes. So let's get to that question. You guys know I get hundreds of emails a day, hundreds of comments on my videos. And what I do is I have a number spreadsheet, right, that I kind of keep tally of with the questions that are being asked. And when I get to a certain percentage, I know that that is a video that I need to do. That information, for some reason, I'm not getting it across in my videos, or someone else is not getting it across on YouTube. So I feel the need to do a video about it. Now, you guys know that I drive in X/XL mode or XL only mode. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about why it's important to my business, how it has a direct effect on the income that I make as an Uber driver, my ratings as an Uber driver. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say teach you, because I am teaching and not telling, but I want to show you how I was able to drive or get it in my account to where I'm only able to drive in just an XL only platform. But I'm gonna extend it out to those who drive in whatever platform, okay? So let's talk about exactly what the platforms are, and let's talk about the passengers that hail Uber drivers on these different platforms, because that gives you a better understanding of how your money's gonna work, how your rating's gonna work, and how, and for those of you who are looking to become Uber drivers, what platform you need to be on. Let's start with Uber Pool. Uber Pool, think about who these people are, okay? If someone calls an Uber Pool, this is someone who, number one, I should do number one with this finger, right? Number one, right? They want to save money. Think about it. X is not expensive at all, but they called a pool to save even more money, okay? So think about that. They're willing to trade more of their time to save a couple of dollars. Now, do you think you're gonna get a tip from this person? Probably not, okay? They're trying to save money. They're on a real strict budget here, okay? So don't even look for tips from people who ride in pool, unless you're coming out of the airport in a pool or something like that. But even if you get a tip from a pool rider, then just know that that is a unicorn, okay? All right, okay, we was talking about this on a king type of court scale. This is the commons area, all right? X is where most of Uber's money is coming from, okay? And so when you sign up to become an Uber driver, Uber is going to place you on that X platform, right? They don't care about taking you and putting you on a different platform, because that's not where their bread and butter is. X passengers have a little bit more disposable income than pool riders, okay? But still, they're just not, you know what I'm saying, they don't floss with it, okay? They don't just throw it out and just give it away like that, okay? You have to be really, really professional, right? Which I teach you on this channel. You have to be very professional. Your knowledge base has to be up to par. Your vehicle has to be clean. You have to do all the things right for them to break bread and give you a tip, okay? Why? Because once again, these are X drivers. These are people who work 9 to 5 jobs, or the equivalent of that from first, second, or third shift, whatever the equivalent of 9 to 5 is. But these people want to get from point A to point B, and they don't feel like they need to tip you, because they just need, they just want to get this ride and get home and rest or whatever, okay? Those are your X riders. Now, let's talk about the XL platform, okay, which is what I drive as well with my Pathfinder, okay? With my Pathfinder, I love picking up XL riders, because these are the same X riders, okay? But what they've done is they've pooled their resources together. So here's how it works. They go out, and if the Uber fare is $60, $70, something like that, it's okay, because they know that they can bust that fare up between all of them and still pay, $6 or $7 a piece. They love it. Now, let me give you a stark comparison of how this works. Have you ever went out with friends, right, to go eat dinner, and the bill, and they bring the bill, right? And the bill is something like 80, 90, 100 bucks or something like that. Well, you and the friends, you pool your money together, right? And you bust the bill up, okay? Now, more importantly, before you leave, everyone always leaves a tip, even if it's $1 or $2. Oh, I got $1 or $2, I got $3 or $4 or whatever. Let me tell you why this is important. I literally have people in XL mode. They don't even know that you can bust up the fare. So I'm a 5-star driver for telling the people that in the first place. So, but for those that do bust up the fare, because I'm excited, my excitement radiates throughout my vehicle. It is contagious. It gets all over my passengers. So when the ride ends, before I can even end the ride and rate them, I can see my back door open, and they're all standing outside the back door, and they're getting their money together. We got to tip this guy. Oh, I got $2. I got $3. Oh, I got $5 or whatever. And before you know it, I'm getting $10, $12, $15 tips because of my professionalism, knowledge, and my excitement. It radiates throughout the vehicle. I love it, okay? But those are your XL passengers, okay? Now let's move up to Select, which is where my brother drives, okay? Now you guys know that I'm able to make $80, $90 during the weekend tips. My brother, $160, $170, $200 a week in tips. He's a Select driver here in Atlanta. Let me tell you about these clients. Select clients, guys. These are people who are low-level executives in corporations, okay? Some ball players and stuff like that, people who sent the bench, people who are rich, on practice squads and stuff like that for the Falcons or whatever. They call for Select, I want to say also very affluent families who have kids and stuff like that. They ride in Select mode. Here's why. They have a standard, okay? They have a standard that they've set for themselves, and more importantly, they have friends and relatives who have set a standard for them, and they want to make sure that they're meeting that. These people sometimes deem it like it is like a really bad thing for them not to tip, okay? My brother gets $15, $20, $30 tips all the time, okay? That is Select mode, okay? Now, Uber Black, you're talking about CEOs, you're talking about NFL ball players, NBA ball players, hockey, MLB. These people ride in Black all the time, and believe me, they tip heavy, $100 tips and stuff like that. It's ridiculous, okay? So understand your Uber platform. So, because some of you have been emailing me, oh, I don't get tips, it's hard to tip or whatever. Well, if you're driving in X mode, understand that tipping is going to be rarer. Is that a word? It's going to be more rare than someone like myself who drives in XL mode, right? And I radiate that excitement throughout my daggone vehicle, and they leave me a big tip as a group, okay? And then it's definitely going to be more rare than my brother who rides around in Select mode and has these people who have a bunch of money, they're affluent, and they flex and floss money all the time, okay? And same thing with Uber Black. Now let's talk to you about how I'm able to drive in XL mode or XL only mode. And with my brother, he's a Select driver, so he's able to drive in Select mode or just strictly Select mode. Now here's how it happens. We weren't able to do this until after 25 rides, okay? And the reason is Uber wants you to, they want to make sure that you understand their platform, that you're not just out here, driving recklessly and don't understand the platform and how this their whole system works. So you can't do this until after 25 rides. But after 25 rides, here's what you want to do. And this is important because when you sign up, Uber is either going to stick you on their X platform or they'll stick you on, if you're driving XL, they'll stick you on XL platform only. You don't have the option for X/XL. Okay, this is important because depending on the day of the week, okay, depending on the time of the day and what's going on in the city, events and stuff like that, it is imperative, it is super important that I have the X/XL option and the XL only option. Same thing with my brother when it comes to Select. Now, here's how this happens. You have to email Uber, okay? They are not just gonna put you on the platform. So here's what happens. You email them and you say, in Atlanta, it's like Uber Partner, something like that, or Uber Partner ATL or something like that. But you have to email them and you have to say, listen, I need the option to drive, if you're an XL driver, I need the option to drive X/XL mode, okay? Where's my phone? Do I have my phone? I'm gonna show you guys this real quick. I didn't plan on doing any phone stuff or recording, but screens, but I wanna show you this because it's important. You gotta have this in your account. Give me a second here, my phone's pulling up. Okay, I probably have to update my app because I saw that earlier, but let's just go. If I go into my account, right, and you got, maybe, let me come over here. So in your Uber app, I'm not focused here for some reason, okay. In your Uber app, you have your account. So I can go here and change, and you see that there's 3 accounts there, Sentra and 2 Pathfinders, okay? The reason those 3 accounts are important, if I'm in my Sentra, it's it's X mode all day long, okay? You don't have the option to do anything, okay? But with my Pathfinder, I have the option to switch, as you've seen, X, XL, or XL only, right? So you got to email them and you got to tell them to set your account up for that, okay? And if you're select mode, same thing. Don't just let them set you up on select or just XL only mode. Now you can't pick up any X's because you're going to lose a ton of money, because there's a lot of times where it's surging in your city in X mode and you don't even have the option to get that money. That's horrible for you, okay? And if you're running my routes the way I run routes here in Atlanta, it's important to come out of the airport in X mode and not wait around for 2 or 3 hours in a queue in freaking select only mode or XL only mode, okay? Me and my brother know better than that, okay? So that's how you set that up, and that's what I mean by driving XL only mode. So I hope this video helps you guys out. I didn't have my Evernote, so it's I'm probably a little all over the place a little bit, but you guys get the gist of what I'm trying to show you, why it's important to have to set these accounts up to drive like that, because it can make you a ton of money, and being able to have those options is important. My name is Calvin. I'm the Simple Driver. Peace.